Hi all, Farin here. Yeah, just gonna be playing some Distance, I think. Had this game for a while. I've played a reasonable amount in the past, but I think why not just go through and see how this goes. Yeah, just a silly racing game in many ways, but yeah, no, it's fun. So yeah, I don't know, gonna be playing the campaign, I guess, because yeah, why not? Been a while. To do. I forgot the cutscenes. I don't know if we ever actually watched the cutscenes. I don't know. Not really that important. I don't think. I mean, there's like a level of story to this, but I don't think the story actually matters that much. It's just an excuse for the campaign to happen. Do do and yeah, time limits. Okay, and here we go. We are getting close to being able to go. Look, you can see the car. There's a car. Yes, yes, yes. I think long cutscene is on the first one. Been so long since the campaign, I do not remember the map at all. I don't remember any of this, but we'll see how this goes. Probably poorly. I don't know. I'm not exactly good at the game, and I'm reasonably certain it would benefit from a controller rather than playing on keyboard, but keyboard works. It's a little awkward. Because yeah, controls are not exactly set up perfect. Like, the controls make both a lot of, like, because of how the game works, you need both WSD and the arrow keys. Because without them both, you don't get everything. Right, okay. Wait, give me thrust, please. Do I not have boost? I apparently don't have boost. Why do I not have boost? Oh, I need to actually watch where I'm going, not just trying to get boost. That's very rude, the lack of boost. Boost is very helpful. I want boost! Give me boost! That's very rude. I don't have any controls outside of drive. Okay. I forgot the campaign was rude like that. I don't have any controls. I don't have any of my WSD. Oh, I have ping still. Okay, great. Ping, the most helpful of keys. No boost. I wonder if jump works. I don't want to jump. No, still no boost. I'm assuming it will tell me when I unlock things. Oh, I am clearly doing very poorly at driving. But then I'm used to boost. Let's go. Yes, thank you. I can go so much faster. Yeah. It's fine. Probably. I could probably have done that better. I still don't have. Okay, I still don't have proper flight controls. Just I don't have angle controls or any of that. Yeah, as you can see, boost makes you go so much faster. It's so much nicer. The problem is without flight controls, I can't, like, if the stretch is too long, I can't actually outrun the. I need the boost to. I can't do anything to cool down other than checkpoints until I get access to other controls. That jump is terrifying without flight controls. How am I supposed to make sure I make it if I can't? I'm gonna assume it will tell me when I get my other controls. But yeah, the lack of other controls is disappointing because I can't do any of the cool things. I can't barrel roll if I can't even boost downwards. It's no. Yeah, no other control. As you can see, just like nope. It's amusing that it does half. It flickers and then it goes nope. No, yeah. Doesn't actually get to the point where it's doing the thrust. So I do assume. I do have to wonder how fast you have to be going to actually achieve this sort of driving. Like, to actually be able to wall or ceiling road, you have to be. Look at that. Without being able to boost down, you almost overshoot it. It's so hard to make that corner when you land that far forward. I don't have any pitch controls or roll or yaw. Where is my useful control? Okay, not on this map, I guess. Cool, whatever. I'm over. Yeah, no, I don't know. I could do quite. Yeah, this game is fun. It has been so long since I played the campaign, and it's kind of absurd that it's been this long. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, okay. I have beast from the start. I still don't have my other controls, and my keys are in the wrong place. And sorry, in the wrong place. Oops. That's why you don't take your hands off the keyboard. That is why you don't take your hands off the keyboard, because then you're distracted and not thinking about things. And you do things like crash. And yeah, you can respawn, but we've been playing the time trials enough that we're just essentially time trialing it. You can't afford to restart. You can't afford to respawn on the time trials if you want the good time. It just doesn't work. You need, if you want the gold, platinum, platinum, on any of the time trials, you need to restart the moment you die, because anything other than restart will knock your time. It's, seconds into your time, which when seconds matter, you can't afford. Alright. So yeah, I mean, just restart whenever. That was ugly. Very ugly. But I got past, so it's all okay. Oh, that was not pretty either, but it worked. I still don't have... Okay, I've got jump at least. The problem is I'm used to jumping those very late, so I can immediately boost back down, because you go faster on the ground than you do flying. Like, having access to your wheels help you go faster. Rolling along is faster than flying through the air generally, and it gives you control back quicker in terms of steering and light. So it's generally beneficial to run those as late as possible. But of course, without boost down, the late as possible becomes a lot earlier if you want to be able to chain them. If you have to chain them, because one, sure, you can get away with very late, right? But it doesn't help anyone near as much, and it puts you in more risk afterwards, because you can't see as well what's going on afterwards, obviously, right? So if you don't know the course and know whether or not you're free to jump it late, and it doesn't provide you near as much bonus because you're not getting to ground quickly anyway. And then roll that. It's beautiful. That's the advantage of knowing beforehand what's coming up, at least a little bit. Yep. Alright, jump that one. Jump that one. Jump that one. Nicely timed. Yeah. Ooh. Don't know if that was the best option, but it works. Oh. Oh. Yeah. There's chicanery. Very rude. Want to be able to pitch? Please let me pitch. It's really disconcerting not being able to land flat. And hello time. Boop-a-doo. Still no. Do-do-do. Oh. And there's definitely a story there as to what the hell is going on. Do I know the story? No. Oh, look, I've got a map. I didn't even realize there was a map. Oh. This is what you want to be able to steer in the air. Or at least angle a little bit. Please put down. Won't do. But whatever. It's fine. I didn't make any serious mistakes there. I didn't die. I mean, I died lots on the run over, but once you're in the flow, these things tend to go a lot better. Do kind of like technical readouts. I don't know how well any of it would actually work, but that's kind of not the point, I don't think. No, still no access to the most important controls. Give me my controls. Yeah, I know, drive and steer are the most important. But followed by boost. Jump is unfortunately important, but jump is one of those keys that you do not want to press if you don't have to, right? Because jump takes you off the ground. And you want to be on the ground as much as you can be. Just for control, if nothing else. That was bad. That was really bad. But yes, so you would jump is a key that you need, but is not a useful control in the same way, right? But now I've got boost, I'm basically not using forward on the keyboard. I'm not using forward, I'm just using boost as my accelerant. Because why would I ever use the actual forward key when boost exists? I never want to let go of boost. If you let go of boost, you slow down. And slowing down is bad. Ideally, you're what? Literally always boosting. Because pretty much every single checkpoint can be hit. Most maps, most of the time, you can hit checkpoint to checkpoint chained with boost if you're driving well enough. There are a few where you are going to need to pull something else off to get there. But it tends to only be in 1 or 2 locations, even on those maps. Oh, and this is why you watch your key, where your hands go, because otherwise you hit brake rather than steer and mess everything up because your timings are well off. It's much easier to drive with boost because we're used to that speed at this point. I do want to be able to land that neater. Like, the lack of neat landing there is really annoying. I'm still not used to that turn. Somehow. I should be. That turn is not that difficult. I'm not even trying to do anything particularly fancy with it. Because, yeah, without access to things like wings or proper flight controls, I do not feel confident doing any, even looking for skips. Right? Because there often are things like, especially on the maps where there's like loop-to-loop, so for example, you can often just jump the loop-to-loop across, which saves you a reasonable chunk of time. There are yeah, a lot of the, especially the non-adventure, like the non-campaign, just like sprint trial maps have skips in various locations. Yeah, which you can use to get good time, much better times than you could without them, and are well worth looking for. But yeah, no, I'm just doing quite poorly here right now. That was bad. Never stare at the start. Don't start, just slows you down. As does forgetting to jump. Forgetting to jump is very bad, actually. Yeah. This is why you want to keep an eye on timings on all of this. Right? Because essentially timings come down to, once you're doing things right, everything should be, you should just be, you can basically learn. And this is one of those situations where you really do want, yeah, that's recoverable, although it would have been bad. It would be much easier to recover that if I had access to full control. Right, if I had Q and E unlocked. I'll give this one more run, and then I'll jump over to one of the sprints to show full control if I don't make it. I could run this mode on. I could run this same map on sprint actually. Oh, yeah, no wings, so I can't recover that. Okay, back to my menu. I've done adventure and art. We've completed the adventure mode, so yeah, like it's not like I'm missing out. But if I go into arcade and go to sprint, yeah. Go to here. Keep working on these. This is a messy map, this one, from what I remember. It's been a little bit since I tried to run it. Moved on to other ones because it was pretty difficult. But it should give a good opportunity to show off more of the mobility. Options available. Yes. Nice little cartoon. Yeah, as you can see, I can do things like that. Oi! And I'm missing jump timings. problem because you do not want to be flying there. You want to jump and then roll and land on the wall. Wall ceiling, you're climbing, you're rotating around. Yeah, this is very much a practice because there's very little time for these. You get very little time, and you have to be executing these things pretty much perfectly, like that, and then not like that, not like that at all. Because slowing down, you immediately lose the ability to ceiling ride. If you're going too slow, you can't drive on the ceiling, which makes sense, right? Although, I don't think this design of car would have the downforce required. I don't know. I mean, obviously, I can ceiling ride with the thrusters because they provide enough thrust to lift the entire car. So, this entire thing must be incredibly light from a tech. Like, in terms of actual engineering, something like this would be nigh impossible to achieve. Like, something with the performance of this car would be nigh impossible to achieve. Because, yeah, it's absurdly difficult to provide that much thrust to weight in that smaller space. Not to mention the apparently infinite fuel. So these are purely energy-based thrusters that don't require fuel, or whatever fuel they require is incredibly compact and light. So, the whole thing doesn't work from an engineering perspective, actually. But that doesn't mean it's not a fun idea. Really helps if you know how to... Yeah, as you can see, you can fly around and all of that. You've got heat limitations on the whole thing, but tricks will cool you down when you land. Essentially, if you pull off tricks mid-flight, you'll cool off when you land, and that lets you extend out runs where there aren't cooldown sections, or for shortcuts where you're skipping the cooldown sections. You might, especially there, need to... Oh. Yeah. That was bad. That was very bad. Okay, right, one more run. I'm gonna try and get a little bit further on this because this is getting embarrassingly bad. Yeah. It's not like we're not good at the game, right? We're not gonna pretend to be good, and that's why you need to land quickly because otherwise you miss. Come on, I can do this. I can get a little bit further, I'm sure. Maybe I should have left TG Farin. TG tends to be the one who's good at driving games, but I think that's mostly just because they play him the most. Yeah, no, you need to land on the wall. Come on. On the wall. On the road. Even if the road's on the ceiling, you need to be on the road. For that section at least. I think that I don't think there's a skip there either, really. I mean, you could probably do a flight across, but that would definitely be slow because you're slow with your wings out, and you'd need your wings out absolutely to do that without flying. Without wall and ceiling rides, you would need your wings out and wings outside down. Maybe I should do this with keyboard control recording at some point, just so you can see what the intent is. Oi! Right then. I'm not going to have the heat for this. Absolutely not. Nope. Should have stopped base then. Oh well. Yeah, because boost and wings are what increase your heat. So having both of them active really quickly increases your heat. And you pretty much always want boost active if you can help it. And obviously at time when you're trying to recover for something like that, which even if we had recovered, it would have ruined our times. So I don't know why I was trying. Brilliant. So as you can see there, though, right, by skipping a section, and I've overheated too soon there, but yeah, as you can see, sometimes you can land things and theoretically recover. Of course, on a time trial like this, that sort of theoretical recovery isn't necessarily a good idea in the same way. Because yeah, you're running a time trial, So theoretical recoveries slow you down a lot, which on a time trial is a problem. Campaign, if you're just trying to beat the campaign at all, right, you often have the time limit on those is relatively generous if you're mostly pretty good, right? If you're mostly driving well, you can generally get away with a couple recovery requirements. It's only a couple, and yeah, so space does jump and opens the wings, which is why you will find if you're... Wait, nope. Yeah. So, if you miss your jump, you'll end up with your wings out. And that really throws it off because it changes. Obviously, the car behaves differently with the wings out and not out. So your neatly executed everything else becomes not neatly executed anything. There we go. Beautiful. Not beautiful at all. Okay, right then, what's the direction to be going? That way. Nope, I misjudged there. Okay, right, nope. I should probably stop. Probably been a lot more than 10 minutes. I'm sorry I haven't talked about anything in the game, but whatever. Right. Menu this. Yeah, okay. Cool. Yeah. I don't know. I know we could probably do with talking about campaign things at some, like, campaign system things at some point and all of that, but yeah, things have been, whatever, it's fine. We'll get there at some point, I'm sure. We'll get back to doing that sort of thing. Yeah, sorry about that. This system signing out. Hope to catch you all next week. Please do remember to like, subscribe, comment, especially if you've got any questions you want answered. Be happy to answer them either in the comments or in another video. So catch you all next week.